Nope. I'm headed out. Getting out a lot earlier than I was yesterday, but still running behind. I put some beef short ribs in the Instapot, and I was waiting for those to be done. I wanted to try those out. I tried a nice kind of a sweet rub. It's honestly a little different because it's beef short ribs and it's not pork, so it's like the sweetness with it was really good, but it's just different because it wasn't pork, but it was good. Anywho, so it's 2:11, and I wanted to be already in the woods, walking out there at 2 o'clock, and here it is, 2:11. So I am at least 15 minutes behind. I never get out when I want to. It just doesn't happen. Oh well. So, anyways, got a lot going on the next couple weeks. Haley's birthday's next weekend, and so her party, so I'm not going to be able to hunt, but maybe Sunday if the weather, and this is all contingent on the weather, right? So we'll see what happens over the next course of the next couple weeks or so. But running out of time. Praise the Lord, I do have one deer in the freezer right now, and Lord willing, maybe today I'll shoot the other. I don't know, we'll see. So anyways, I'll jump back on here once I get to the property. All right, see you soon. All right, well, I'm here. I screwed up again and forgot to charge my GoPro, so it's partly dead. So find that thing here. So I'm having to do this on the phone for right now. I'm pretty sure there's a deer down at my blind. I decided to do this differently tonight, and actually come up to the top of the hill. Goodness gracious, this thing's a pain in the butt. How am I ever gonna be able to do this quickly? You got one shot. This is about as bad as a muzzle loader. You got one shot, bud. That's it. You don't make it. Oh, sorry about you. Oh my goodness, it's all tangled up there. This is just annoying. Don't get me wrong, I love this present. This is great, and it'll be well worth it once I actually do shoot something with it. But it's annoying having to get this thing out every time. It takes an extra several minutes to get it put together. And it keeps coming off of the thing up here, so it's gonna come off down there again. All right, now there, I got it. All right, so goal is tonight to get up in this tree that I was looking at yesterday, where I can see the right of way. And everything else, where they're trailing up and down. So there's not going to be a whole lot of videotaping today because of the fact that I don't have the GoPro, and it's a little hard to videotape from my phone. I had to stand it up on my shoe here to videotape this. There we go. So, all right, well, I've had it out, and say a prayer for me. Actually, by the time you ever see this, I'd already either shot something or quit for the night. So, all right, we'll see you up in the tree. All right, I made it up here. It was not easy. Not easy is at all. Just beautiful view though. I got an open window there. Got windows there, here, and of course, anything comes anywhere around these woods. But if they come from there, they're gonna see me pretty quick. But in the process of getting up here, I did lose my water bottle on the ground. Sneaking blue jays. But my guess is if they come tonight, they're gonna come from over here in that corner, in that woods. That's where they normally come from. And out that corner and up into this clearing. That's where I've seen him come in the last several weeks that I've been out here. Whether it's a spike buck or the herd, which is probably about 10 to 12 of them. But I can see pretty good from up here. So I guess we'll see what happens tonight. Hopefully they don't come from over the hill. If they do, I'm gonna have to be very, very, very quiet, very still until they come past me, and then think about trying to make my move. So I guess the only good part would be I could see them coming just over the hill and be able to get set up before then. So anyways, as I mentioned before, my GoPro is running on E, so don't have much of a view over there. That's where the feeder and the blind and stuff are. I can't really see anything over there through the trees. But I haven't seen anything come over there for a while. Not while I'm there, at least. Alright, well, I'm gonna sit down and relax for a minute. Cool off. I am sweating like crazy. It's warmer than I want it to be out here. So I'll jump back on if I see any action. Alright, well, just got out of the tree, and fortunately there was a herd that came real close, and for some odd reason something spooked them. I don't know what it was, but one of them moved and the rest of them just dashed. And then probably about 20 minutes later, a group of spike bucks came walking through the woods, but no doe. So I got to get this climber and stuff out of here, get it off the tree, mosey my way out of here. I mean, overall, it was a good evening. It's good to be out here, take my mind off of a lot of the things I got going on this week. It's going to be a pretty busy week at work and everything, and school, and I'm getting ready for a birthday this weekend too. So anyways, appreciate you watching. It's a very short one. Unfortunately, I didn't charge the battery on my GoPro, so it didn't get used. But oh well, I kind of saved it just enough battery to catch something if I was gonna have a chance to shoot something. All right, well, I am headed home, and I just wanted to kind of get on here real quick. I know last night I kind of told a story as I was driving home. I just thought, what the heck, why not do the same thing? So anyways, another opportunity I had on this same property that I hunt on was last year. I believe last year was first time. I'm trying to think. I don't think there was any other time. Let's see, I shot that doe, and then I shot let's see, I shot a nice buck up at another piece of property, another buck up on that property. Yeah, so I'm gonna say last year was the last year. So back in 2008, I had shot that doe that I talked about last night, and then in 2019, so that long later, I mean, it'd been a while, I shot a buck. And the story last year was I was out for gun season, and I was borrowing a shotgun from a buddy of mine, and I had taken a couple shots at some does, but I didn't know. I've never shot a shotgun with a slug, and I didn't know, that he had it sighted in at 45, 55 yards or plus or whatever, and I'm shooting stuff that's coming in at me at 45 feet. So every time I take a shot, I think I was aiming at it and it's going over. I don't know what it is, but it goes over. So last season I was right there above where the feeder is this year, that you've seen in previous videos, just right up inside the woods on the top of that hill where the pine trees are. And I was sitting there and heard some rustling, and I turn and I look, and all I see is a rack. So I'm behind a tree, so I slide up the tree, get up on my feet, and get myself positioned up against the tree to take the shot. I was just waiting for it to kind of come into place, and I started to shake, and he stopped, and he was looking like he was getting ready to take off. And so I aimed up to take a shot. I thought it was behind kind of a little bush, but you could see most of it, and I thought I could take a shot on this one. Well, when I was aiming, because the sucker was only about 40 feet away, I overshot it, and it was probably about the size of the one I shot this year, but it was a big one. It could have been even bigger than that, I don't know. I was so disappointed. I went back down, sat there for probably another hour and a half. I actually ended up writing a kind of a story, and how God gives us these opportunities, and a lot of times we'll just give up and because we didn't succeed, and I just kind of posted that on Facebook about how there are missed opportunities, but we need to just get up and keep going. And so that's what I did. I came back out that night, and I pretty much set up right back at the same spot I was at, because I thought, well, I'm having quite a bit of movement right there, why not just stay where I was at? So I stuck out there, and it got to be a little bit later in the evening, and I heard some rustling again up behind me, but this time it was running. I was like, what in the world? And here it was, this little 6-pointer come running down the hill, probably about probably at least a good 40 yards this time away from me, and he came down and got behind a tree, and I sat there and I waited. I was in position to shoot, and I just waited and waited, and then I think he was checking to make sure the clearing was good to go. And so then he finally stepped out slowly. Perfect opportunity. And this little voice inside of me this time said, aim low. So I aimed low, took the shot. It was a good thing I did, because it still went high, because as close as I was, and it just basically got right above his spine, and he just dropped, and he didn't last very long. And so I just praise the Lord for that, because I could have just gave up. I was so frustrated, and considering the fact that it had been the first doe I'd ever shot was 2008, I keep saying 2008. That ain't right. I think it was 2012. It wasn't 2008. That's a long time ago. I haven't been hunting that long. Scratch that. I don't remember. It may be 2012 or something like that. Maybe I'm thinking 8 years ago. That's what I'm thinking. It was 8 years ago. But I have all the dates of everything. But I'll have to check on that. So, whatever year it was, I shot that. Then I had been hunting in up above the fairgrounds here in Muskingum. The guy I did tree work for, he has a piece of property up there, and he was letting me hunt, and I'd hunt up there as well. And the next year, I had taken a shot at a small little buck. I actually cut the antlers off of that one because it was smaller than that 6-point I shot last year, and used it as a collar, rattler. And then I think a year went by and I didn't get something the following year, and then the year after that I got a nice 8-pointer, and it's what I have up on the ceiling, or on the wall in the family room. And I was so excited about that. When I shot that one, that's a story for another time, but I was just super ecstatic because that's obviously the largest thing I'd shot. And then I went dry for quite a long time, and till last year. And I tell you what, there was times where I was ready to give up, because as I said before, hunting is not easy. Just like tonight, that herd was coming right to me. I don't know if they got a scent on me, or squirrel moved and that spooked them, or they just felt the pressure in that area. Well, I don't know. But it's easy to just get mad and say, man, just like even last night with that herd that was there, and I chased them off, and yeah, unfortunately I didn't see a thing the rest of the night. But I was glad to be out there. But I just got to stick to it. You can't give up. If you give up on life, we're going to miss out on so many rewards. God has got so many things in store for us if we are just patient and just long suffering in these things. And until I'm not able to, I'm going to continue to hunt. I'm going to continue to do this. I'm going to continue to post these videos and share these things with you guys. I know I have opportunities to be able to hunt here in the next couple weeks or so, and I just got to keep at it. If the weather permits it, I'm going to try to be out there. It's almost over, and then it's a whole another 8 months, 9 months till it happens again. So 8 months really. So anyways, thanks for listening again. If you haven't yet subscribed, click on the subscribe button down below. Also click like if you like these videos, and if you have any comments or anything else you'd like to add to these, please feel free to put something into the comment section of the video. And I'm jumping off of Facebook. This will be my last week on Facebook. I've had a lot of reasons why. What's going on in our country right now is definitely been an eye-opening to me, but there was some personal reasons that I just wanted to get off of Facebook. It's just but that obviously what's going on doesn't help either. It's time to move on. So anyways, you guys have a blessed evening and a great week. We'll catch you on the next video.